first place for Carolina in the NFC South. Along with Michelle Smallman, Chris Canty, Evan Cohen with you. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today?
Kirk Cousins is going to play his way into this entire contract he's on, isn't he?
Or another one somewhere else.
Oh, there's no world that the Atlanta Falcons can cut him if he continues to play like that. Not like last night.
Point is, no matter what, he's going to see a lot of money over the next few years.
Man, he keeps doing it.
Mm-hmm. He
Kirk
can secure
Cousins,
the bag.
Legend at the bank.
Under center
Legendary.
play action. Under center play action. Under center play action. How many damn times do we need to reiterate that for football? Under center play action. That's it. When you can't see the ball, it's a lot harder for guys like Chris Canty who play defense because they don't know where the ball is going to go. And thank you to our great TV team, because as soon as I said that, they just showed on ESPN2 under center play action. It drives me nuts that these teams run out of shotgun. But Atlanta, guys, won the game, and I'm not suggesting they're not the story, but they're not the story. Why is that? You know, we always talk on our show about why don't people talk more about Todd Bowles and the Bucs? They've won divisions year after year after year, but Todd Bowles never gives us stuff to talk about because he's intentionally mild-mannered. Does anyone know he played in the NFL? We do. He was a former NFL player. Does anyone know he's a multi-time head coach? We do. Does anybody know he was a great assistant for many years? His college coach, by the way, at Temple was Bruce Arians. All these things about him, people probably don't know about. Just quiet, mild-mannered Todd Bowles. Until last night when his team blew a 14-point lead, and listen to what the head coach of the Bucs had to say post-game.
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You gotta care enough where the hurts. You gotta care enough where the hurts. It gotta mean something to you. It's more than a job. It's your livelihood. How well do you know your job? How well do your job? Well, you can't sugarcoat that. It was inexcusable, and there's no answer for it. There's no excuse for it. That's what you tell them in the locker room. Look in the mirror.
Smalls, did you want to repeat a lot of the stuff you said?
I don't think I can, Evan. I would like for this show to continue on, so I don't want to roll the dice on that one.
Oh my God, we've never seen that version of him. How much trouble is this team in right now?
They're not in any trouble.
That doesn't sound like a team in trouble.
Well, I think they certainly have some things to get cleaned up because the Atlanta Falcons tried their damnedest to give that game away. When you look at all of the penalties, the fumbles, the failed two-point conversions, the huge drop by David Sills in that third quarter, the Atlanta Falcons were ready to implode, and the Bucs just couldn't take advantage of them. And beyond that, the Bucs made their own mistakes. Todd Bowles is 2nd and 14 with 2:24 to go. The Falcons had no timeouts. Why the hell are you throwing the ball? Run the ball, take it down to the 2-minute warning, run the ball again, punt the ball, give the ball back to the Falcons with about 1:10 to go. Instead, you throw the ball, incompletion. Baker Mayfield takes a sack, takes it down to the 2-minute warning. The Falcons get the ball back with 1:50 to go, and they drive 45 yards to kick the game-winning field goal. Pretty sure that if you take those 40 seconds away from the Atlanta Falcons, they were going to have a hard time beating you at home last night. And you didn't. So as much as Todd Bowles is frustrated at the players in the locker room, he's got to be frustrated at himself because the way he called the game, the way he managed the game down the stretch, he did not cover himself in glory.
And that, by the way, that sequence you just brought up was after, with the lead in the fourth quarter, Baker Mayfield threw an interception, oh, by the way. And here's why I asked the question, how much trouble are the Bucs in?
Because the Panthers are right there?
Well, that would be the immediate trouble, which is correct. The potential long-term trouble, I am going to defer to someone who lives there, played for that team, and analyzes football for a living. Not that I don't do that with CeCe, but he doesn't live in Tampa and he didn't play for the Bucs. And that is our teammate Booger McFarland, who tweeted this morning at ESPN Booger, that loss for the Bucs last night is going to change a lot of lives, which I thought was a very interesting note to put out there from Booger. And how I see that, when we talk about that, we talk about coach and quarterback. Todd Bowles has won division after division after division. He should not be in any trouble whatsoever. But his overall record is not actually as great as I would like it to be. Now, stop it. I'm not trying to fire Todd Bowles. Baker Mayfield.
Fire one of these black coaches out here last night. I couldn't get Raheem Morris. I'm going to get Todd Bowles today.
By the way, we'll get to the Raheem Morris of it all, but him yelling into the camera, Bijan Robinson.
Raheem Morris got to chill out. I get that you got some relief. Y'all got a win that nobody was expecting that you get. You were on the chopping block and were thinking about, getting the U-Haul trucks and packing up your office. I get all of that, but Raheem Morris, you got to chill out. Y'all got to win. Congratulations. You get a reprieve for a week.
He was hyped. And then I don't know if you saw Bijan Robinson with SVP after the game.
That was cool.
Talking a lot about what Raheem Morris does and how people don't see what he does behind the scenes, but what a great coach he is. I thought he was great with SVP all around, but I just thought that was a very pointed message about his head coach.
Where I was going was Baker Mayfield, who is going to want more than just the year that he has left on his deal. He has void years, but he can become an unrestricted free agent in 2027. He's obviously going to want more money because his peers who are playing worse than he has played get more money than he does right now. I mean, Baker Mayfield is not one of the higher paid quarterbacks in the league in terms of the money he gets. There are other guys even you look at Tua, who is paid more than he is paid. And you do wonder whether or not that's the life that could be changed if the Bucs don't win the division this year with this team in this division and all three big wide receivers were healthy last night.
Everybody in their wide receiving core was healthy.
Yeah.
For the first time this season.
And I wonder if that's the life that could change that potentially Booger is talking about.
All right, well, let's talk about their playoff odds after this loss last night. So they're 7-7. They lost for the fifth time in 6 games. They're a half game behind Carolina now in the NFC South. Their chances, the Bucs' chances of winning the NFC South will fall to 35% if the Panthers win against the Saints on Sunday. So they're going to be watching that one intensely. If the Panthers lose, the Bucs 76% chance to make the playoffs. Now, the Panthers and the Bucs will face off twice in the final 3 games of the season, so that's obviously going to be very influential. But they've won the division 4 times in a row, and they're really looking down the barrel at the Panthers being able to take the crown.
Yeah, and 3 with this group, 1 with Brady and Arians beforehand. So and Bowles was obviously on that staff. Baker wasn't there yet. Baker's been an amazing reclamation project for them. The question becomes, can you pay Baker top of the market money? Because if you do that, you're going to assume he can win you a Super Bowl.
No, I'm not paying Baker Mayfield top of the market money as my team is in the midst of a 6-game span where we've lost 5 games and under threat of losing the division to the upstart Carolina Panthers. If they don't win the NFC South, I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization should feel compelled to do anything about Baker Mayfield's contract. You let him play out the string, 1 year, prove it scenario. If he does, then great. And you figure out how to sign him after that.
Yep.
But there's no world that exists that I'm going to extend Baker Mayfield if this team is not in the postseason.
And that's where I think what you just said is dead on. I totally agree with you. It's what the Dolphins should have done with Tua. The same kind of thing, exactly what we said. Play it out. They're under contracts. But that's where I think Booger's point is a great one. Lives are going to change. The lovey-dovey relationship between the Bucs and the